Did you know 2.8 million people drown every year out of conditions related to overweight? If you're overweight and growing, you might want to stop a minute and realize, is this what you want for yourself? Overweight today is a worldwide problem, where there are people with kilograms of fat that make standing up an ordeal. But there is also quite a few who have done something about it. Believe it or not, we are going to show you people covered in rolls of fat that have lost so much weight that they are unrecognizable. We will take a look at the she weighed 300 kilograms. Look at her now. Top 10 people weight loss transformations. Before we begin, make sure you hit that subscribe button to get notification every day for more amazing content. Nikki Webster. Nikki Webster from Arkansas weighed over 650 pounds and was so overweight that simple tasks like getting out of bed and taking a shower were a struggle for her. Now, after having the life-saving procedure, she has managed to lose a total of 200 pounds in 12 months. Nikki and her father Terry traveled 8 hours from their home in Little Rock to Houston, Texas, to have a consultation with weight loss surgeon. During her visit, she learned she had to lose 50 pounds on a limited diet plan before she could undergo surgery, and she lost the weight in just 3 months. But Nikki pushed herself to go to the gym and get back on track after Dr. Nazareddin promised that she could have skin removal surgery. She flew on a plane from Arkansas to Texas to see Dr. Nazareddin, and he was thrilled to learn that she was down to 194 pounds after losing 455 pounds in just 2 years. Amber Achty. Amber Achty, now 24, from Oregon, weighed 11 street, the same as the average adult woman 19 years later, and Ms. Achty hit rock bottom, virtually housebound and in constant pain. She was ashamed of her enormous 657-pound frame, but after doctors warned that she would be pass away by the age of 30, the 24-year-old plucked up the courage to make a change, and has since lost 20 street in a year. Although eating disorders are pretty common during teenage years, Amber Achty's situation was more than serious. This hindered Achty's life as a normal teen, as she was unable to do normal things like taking a bath, let alone hang out with friends. She finally decides to turn her life around by taking part in the weight loss. Amber Achty's results of the show are more than impressive. With the help of a surgeon and her amazing support system, Achty not only managed to lose 400 lbs, but she's also happier and fitter than ever. We hope Amber Achty's journey only goes up from there. Charity Pierce. Charity Pierce was 778 pounds when she first appeared on the show and found it hard to get up and move around the house. Quickly, this American woman stole headlines across the world. Shocked at her weight, doctors warned her weight would most likely cause an early-ended. Unhealthy habits had caused so many health issues they were stunned she was still alive. Specialists helped her with exercises she could do whilst sitting on the lounge. Every day she worked hard to just keep moving. Undergoing gastric band surgery, Charity stuck to her strict diet and even started exercising. After 4 weight loss surgeries, Charity has lost an incredible 181 kgs. Now she weighs an incredible 135 kgs, and she is still on a strict diet and exercise regime. Pauline Potter. Pauline Potter was announced as the world's heaviest woman by the Guinness World Records. Pauline's story revealed the Sacramento native struggled with compulsive eating from a young age. By the time she turned 51, she weighed 678 pounds and was in desperate need of medical intervention. Ms. Potter, who is in her early 50s, managed to slim down to 249 pounds, 112 kilograms, after bariatric surgery. Pauline moved from Sacramento, Calif to Houston, Texas just so she could set up a few meetings with leading bariatric surgeon. Her overeating reportedly started as a child when her parents divorced, and her stay-at-home mother was barely able to afford food. Doctors claimed her addiction to painkillers had caused an ulcer to burst into her bloodstream, triggering sepsis. Pauline has lost 300 pounds so far, which makes her one of the most successful people. Pasquale Brocco. Pasquale Brocco started his transformation journey by walking to the store. He finished over 300 pounds lighter. What began as a childhood habit of fast food fueled overeating quickly became scary after Pat's doctor said the words pre-diabetic, high blood pressure, and gastric bypass. But before he became a motivating force on social media, Brocco was a security guard for various banks and venues. Over time, he fell into a toxic trap of bad lifestyle choices. Eventually, a routine medical checkup revealed to Brocco, who, at 6 feet 7 inches, thought he was 400 pounds that he weighed 605. He may have taken baby steps at first, but Pat eventually shed over 300 pounds in 3 years. He simply did. And now at sub 10% body fat and 270 pounds. He's inspiring his 170,000 Instagram followers to change too. Lexi and Danny Reed. A shockingly obese couple who weighed of 770 pounds have shed half their body fat in 12 months. Lexi Reed tipped the scales at 482 pounds when she married husband Danny, who at his heaviest weighed 280 lbs. The couple from Indiana gorged on over 8,000 calories a day, dining on fried food and Chinese takeaways. Lexi and Danny ditched their fast food lifestyle. The couple stuck to their resolution and have now lost 308 pounds between them in 12 months. Lexi and Danny had always been overweight, however, after meeting in 2007 the pair ballooned. As well as dieting, the couple attended the gym 5-6 times a week and Lexi regularly attended Zumba classes. And in 12 months the couple have now lost just under 22 st, with Lexi currently weighing in at 245 pounds and Danny weighing 215 lbs. The happy couple is excited to head in future being the healthiest versions of themselves. Mayra Elizabeth Rossales. Mayra Rossales once weighed more than 1,000 pounds and was facing the possibility of a REN sentence, not just from obesity, but for the drown of her 2-year-old nephew. Today, the 33-year-old from Texas, who used to be one of the heaviest women in the world, now is 1/5 of her former weight, now weighing about 200 pounds, and her name has been cleared. Rossales began round-the-clock treatment with an overweight specialist in Houston. In her first week, she lost 100 pounds. Then, Rossales underwent half a dozen surgeries, some to remove tumors and others to remove excess skin. She had to lose 600 pounds just to safely undergo gastric bypass surgery. Before she started to lose the weight, Rossales said her organs were shutting down, and now, after the weight loss, they are perfect. Catherine Shanklin. A woman who would struggle to breathe after walking up a flight of stairs or from tying her shoelaces is now on a waiting list to remove 20 pounds of excess skin after losing more than half her body weight. Catherine Shanklin from Oklahoma City tipped the scales at 420 pounds and wore 6XL pants size at her heaviest. She suffered from a number of health conditions, including polycystic ovaries, immune disorders, high blood pressure and diabetes. Doctors repeatedly warned that she was putting her life at risk due to her weight. But Catherine persevered to lose 260 pounds entirely naturally. Catherine has had health complications, causing her to delay having the surgery while her body heals from invasive vein removal procedures. Despite the hurdle, she admits that she can't believe how far she has come. Doctors repeatedly warned Catherine about her dangerously heavy weight, but she only managed to lose small amounts before putting it back on again. She joined a gym and started walking on trails before picking up the pace to running. Susanne Eman. A woman who once tipped the scales at 800 pounds, but who was jilted by her fiancé after losing almost half her body weight, has found love again and is once again hoping to become America's largest bride. Susanne Eman from Arizona had slimmed down to 450 pounds in 2013 ahead of her scheduled wedding to chef Parker Clack. The bride-to-be had gone so far as having a wedding gown made with 45 yards of material, the equivalent to half a football field in length. But just days before they were due to marry, Susanne was jilted by fiancé Clack, who was unhappy about her weight loss. Despite making over $90,000 a year as a big beautiful woman, the gainer had checked into a slimming clinic after her children revealed they were worried about her health. Susanne vowed to regain her lost weight and immediately began eating more to regain the weight she lost. She's now back up to 600 pounds. As well as regaining her previous figure, Susan has also revealed that she's found love again. While her health started to improve as she lost weight, her relationship suffered as fiancé Parker began to miss her huge size. Thanks for watching. Be sure to give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Also don't forget to subscribe to always be in the top 10 videos world.